Famcast Media, bitch.
L13 Podcast.
What's up? We're live here at Lucky 13 Saloon, in the back room of Lucky 13 Saloon. We got Jamal over there.
Yo.
Dee Rotten behind the fucking camera. We got me, Jeff, and we got a very special guest today, Big Rob. What up?
Guys?
What's going on, Rob?
Same old shit, man.
Happy to have you, man. Here,
Same
man.
here, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, man.
I
Hell
haven't seen
yeah.
you in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long... It was funny, man. I was thinking, like, how long... We've known each other a long fucking time. I remember seeing you play... Like, I've seen you in a couple different bands. Maniac Rise had played here before. I remember seeing you play...
Shreds,
Yeah. At, what the fuck was it? Fontana's. Yeah.
That was...
Yeah.
Had to be at least 10 years ago.
At least 10 years ago. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, Fontana's, that was a cool spot, man.
Yeah.
They had like the fucking upstairs bar. And,
It's weird, though. You had to walk, like, that long stretch.
yeah.
And then go downstairs.
And then go into the back room, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
remember.
downstairs.
Yeah, I don't remember if they had... Did they have a separate entrance
I don't think they
for the basement? I think
They
just
did. They had like an emergency exit.
By the bathrooms.
By the bathrooms, yeah.
You're
But
right.
but the entrance, you used to have to walk through the whole bar and then into like that that downstairs down there. So
It was like a pool table, then you go down the stairs or
yeah,
something like that.
yeah, fucking long time ago, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. We and then we used to do the F-bombs and everything.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
that I did that since I think 2008.
damn.
But it's a long time, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Rob's a great fucking guitar player, man.
Thank you.
What are you doing? So, I mean, you can go down the list of. D, you got a list of all the bands he's been in and all that, no?
I didn't get nothing. Hold on a second.
The fuck.
See, D's been all fucked up this whole week, man.
Yeah.
My schedule's like a fucking tidal wave, dude.
It's been a wild week, that fucking retrograde shit going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking week for me too, and it's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, the planets are weird.
But for all the people who don't know, including myself, who is Big Rob?
It's me.
I know, like,
It's this guy in the middle.
yeah.
I don't know, just a regular guy who loves music, loves to play guitar. I started playing in 1978. I took lessons at Peterson's House of Music in Woodhaven. And I still talk to the lady who gave me lessons. We're friends on Facebook, and she comments on my stuff and everything like that.
You had a woman give you a lessons on guitar?
Yeah.
That's unheard of, man. For
I
me,
was-
I'm sorry, that's unheard of.
I was 7 years old.
Damn.
Gonna be 8, and I don't know how old she was, but she was a little older, and did the whole theory, sight reading, and all that shit. And then I stopped for a couple of years. 7th and 8th grade, I stopped, and then 9th grade, I wanted to play again. I wanted to be Eddie Van Halen, so I took lessons from this guy Pete. He had in the guitar magazines there was a course called Mechanics of Metal.
Yeah.
And you could order something from him to learn scales and theory and all of that shit. So he helped me learn, scales here or leads for this song, that song, because I got into a band called Metal Storm, the Queen's Metal Storm, not the Brooklyn Imposters. I think it was like 1985, 86, and we were doing covers. And then we started doing a lot of originals. And we actually did pretty well at one time. 1988, we got a chance. We opened for Death Angel and Rigor Mortis at the Sundance.
Nice.
And then like a month later, DRI and Death. Then Death and Dark Angel, Sacred Reich, Atrophy. And then the last show we were going to play was we were main support for Biohazard when their first record came out. And it was at the Sundance, but our singer left the day of the show.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah, he was a fucking cunt. But, can we say cunt on
You
here?
say whatever the
Fuck yeah,
fuck
you
you
can say
want.
whatever you want.
Cunt. He left the day of the show, and we were going to play it instrumental, but then we just like, fuck it, and we tried out a couple of different singers afterwards, but we just kind of went our own way, and I started jamming with Pyrexia.
Oh, shit. They're playing here October 1st.
Yeah, I still, I still see those guys. Well, the only original guys, Chris. But I jammed with them, and they wanted me to join the band, but I couldn't do it because I was working night shift in the airport.
All right.
And they started rehearsing at about 10 o'clock. So I told them, I said, listen, man, take my other guitar player, Anthony. We were in Metal Storm for years. He's good. And he got into it, and he made Sermon and Mockery with them, and he did a tour and everything. And it's cool. I mean, they thanked me on the CD, so that was cool.
Yeah.
But, from that, then the hell did I do? Oh, I cut my hair in like 90, 91, and I started getting tattoos. And then in 96, I got into, we had side projects at Metal Storm. One was TRAF. It was fart backwards.
Awesome.
It was, I think he called it the Racial Anarchistic Fucks. And then we did another project where a couple of guys from other bands played, and I sang, actually. It's called VD, Vaginal Discharge. Oh, shit. And it was like a real grungy punk rock type of thing, and we used to cover Suicidal, Subliminal.
Nice.
And then 95, I got into Fuse, a local hardcore band, and that's around the time when like Sworn Enemy was getting up there. Like, we all knew each other from the neighborhood and from Ozone Park, and I couldn't do what I was telling Dave earlier, that I was working sanitation, so we had that blizzard of 96, so I had to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for a long time, and I was working nights, afternoons, so we kind of did a mutual, like, I didn't want to hold the band back, whatever they were doing, so I stepped away.
Yeah, that was a moneymaker, though, man. If you turned down the money for that fucking, to fucking plow that fucking shit in 96,
well,
bro.
If I turned it down, I would have got fired.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Fired, you lose your fucking pension, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, and I wasn't even on the job like a year at that time. I got on August of 95, and the blizzard was, I think, February of 96.
Yeah.
It was fucked up, but,
Yeah.
you get used to it. And then I stopped playing for like 9 years. I didn't touch the guitar for 9 years. And then I started going to Duff's and Three of Cups and the old Lucky's.
Yeah.
Duff's, that's our favorite spot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love us over there.
Yeah.
And I saw a bunch of people that I haven't seen in years, like my friend Mike Pacheco, and then like Joe and Leo from Immortal Suffering. I know them for hundreds of years, and they were like, "Oh, we're playing," or "They were playing." So I would go to the shows, and I was like, "You know what? I got to get back into this. I want to do this again."
man.
Yeah.
So I think it was 2008, 2009 was the first time I went back on stage. I did 2 songs at a Metallica tribute at the Delancey.
All right.
I did Four Horsemen and Whiplash.
Oh,
I
shit.
was like, wow, this feels good.
Dave Mustaine songs.
And then I did another tribute with Mike SOS.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He sang. We did DRI. I'd Rather Be Sleeping. Cro-Mags, We Gotta Know, and 1 or 2 others at the Delancey. So now I was like, you know what? I have these songs written from the 80s, the 90s, 2000s. I'm gonna combine them, and I want to make a CD. So I went to Stacey Odell. Do you remember Stacey? He had Riverfront Studios in Greenpoint. He did he did Star Killer. He did Kill Code.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know who you're
he
talking about.
did a lot of the guys.
Yeah.
So I went to him, and I did a 6-song EP, which I called Maniac Rise.
That's what I was just about to ask you about.
Yeah, and I wrote all the lyrics, all the music. I played all the guitars, all the bass. Stacy programmed the drums. And originally I was going to have guest vocals on each song. But Danny from Malignancy was in Europe at the time. He said he would sing. And then Sal, Sworn Enemy, he had a lot of home damage from Sandy. So I didn't want to bother him. So I was like, you know what? Let me do it. I tried singing. I liked the way it came out. So I did the vocals, except for one song Jessica Pimentel sang on.
Okay.
And I got that packaged up. I released it. I did a listening party at Cups. I did a listening party at Duff's, this and that. People seemed to like it. And while I was doing it, I wanted to stay relevant in the scene. So they had a thing at St. Vitus in 2011 or 12 for Jessica Pimentel. Something they did for her. So I was like, you know what? You know, she's my friend. I want to help out, you know, do something. So I did a shred. And it was a little weird because when you're on the stage with a band, like they could look at you, whatever. But when it was just me playing the guitar, everybody's looking at me, and people wanted to see what I was about. Not too many people knew that I played or whatever. So I did the shred, and everybody seemed to like it. And then a month later, I did one at fucking Irving Plaza for Wendy's 50th birthday, and I went on like right after Stigma.
Nice.
You know, it was really cool. And it's like going from St. Vitus to a packed house at Irving Plaza was great. I did a Bowery Ballroom. Jason Caddick put me on for Star Killer. He was like, yeah, come on, man, do it.
Nice.
And it was cool because people really liked it. So now they wanted to see what my CD was all about because they said they liked the way I played. Like I said, I did shreds when you guys played Fontana's.
Yeah.
Just about every venue in the city in Queens, I did a shred at. And
What was the name of the CD?
Maniac Rise, and it was called Swallow My Evil.
Okay.
And
Is it out there in digital anywhere?
that's what I was talking about.
Oh,
getting
okay.
On,
All right.
On all the venues. And then what did we do from there? I released a CD and I said, listen, I need band members. So this is what I have. This is what it is. If anyone's interested. So I got
Music is Life gave you a shout out, Big Rob.
Oh, great. Thank you. That's Lou. I did a podcast for him as well a while ago. So I got, I don't know if you would know him, but I'm sure you do. Dave Sussman.
Yeah, Dave was actually just here on Saturday night, and I was talking to him, and I was saying, holy shit, man, I haven't seen Dave in forever. And I think the last time I saw him was when he played with you here.
Right?
Yeah.
And we got Servo on the drums.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
And John played for KMFDM, Pansy. He's been around, you know.
Yeah, dude, you had a good lineup. And Dave, too. I mean, Dave's been in Bile. He did stuff with...
Dave was playing guitar for Chris Angel.
Yeah.
100 years ago.
Yeah. He did work with Mina Caputo. Was doing I remember I saw... he was doing the Died Laughing stuff at CB's Gallery. Dave was playing guitar during that solo project.
Yeah, I know
He's been
Dave
around for a long time.
time. And then I had Maven on vocals. And
yeah.
that didn't work out well.
Well, you guys are tight, though. Like, you guys were close friends, though,
We
right?
were, yeah.
Yeah, they had fallen
Not
out with
anymore,
that.
yeah.
That sucks.
But,
sucks.
After that, it's like, actually during that time, I started teching for Life of Agony. Like I used to, we did a second EP actually. Joey Z produced it and recorded it. It's called No Lives Matter. That's on Spotify. My old drummer put it up a long time ago. That came out, I think, in 2017. And we did our CD release show at Webster Hall with Immortal Suffering and Desolate, I think was on. And I can't remember the rest of it, but it was a great lineup. We actually sold fucking $500 worth of merch, and 276 people paid to enter.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think Tim put the show on.
All right.
But what happened was things just fell apart. You know, got rid of Maven. We played some shows instrumentally. I was like, can I play and sing at the same time? I can't because the music was just way different than where the vocals were.
Yeah. It's tough, man. The older we get, trying to keep shit together, when dudes got jobs and... But,
Well, Maven in a job is kind of like an oxymoron.
But that's what I mean. Like, listen, when you're younger, too, you deal with more bullshit from bandmates and friends and shit. The older you get, you don't want to deal with that kind of bullshit,
and I was saying, like, nowadays with all this technology, people would, hit a button and you could share your music to everyone in the world.
Yeah.
But now, back then, actually, we was
No,
talking about this before.
I missed that shit though back then,
Wow.
man.
You hand out flyers.
Handing out
and
flyers.
Yeah.
I wanted to support my band. I have to go see your band play.
Yeah.
And hand everybody a flyer or
Right.
a demo tape, we were saying,
Yeah.
or whatever, you know. And it was difficult.
It was difficult, but it was more personable though too. You know, I feel like, you know, it's fun. I see it here all the fucking time. I see bands play. I see 4 bands play, and I see fucking bands standing outside or leaving after the bands are done.
That's fucked
Back when, like, you know, we're about the same age, and like, that's a no-no to me. You know what I mean? Like, you go, you play on a show, you stick around, you watch all the fucking bands. I don't care if you're on first, you stick around till last.
That's
you know?
that's one thing why, to be honest with you, a lot of people take Maniac Rise as seriously as they should have because of Maven. Because what do we have to get there early for? I was like, it's called sound check. It's a CD show. You have to be there. Oh, you don't need me. I was like, yeah, we need you.
Those things are a pain in the ass.
Oh my god. And then it's like, well, what are we going to do here now? I says, well, we're going to hang out. When the bands play, we're going to be here.
Yeah, watch out a
Well,
bit.
he never came to see us. Why should I stay and see him? I'm not staying here. Fuck that one.
God
Fuck this.
damn.
Yeah. See, I don't even care, dude. Like, I
I mean,
feel.
you know him. You know he was a cunt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, listen, I like my own. I don't give a fuck. Like, even bands I play with, you don't want to stick around, don't stick around. For myself, I want to stick around. I want to support all the fucking bands. You're
Yeah.
old school like that too. You know what I mean? Like, you've been around.
yeah, don't
a
get
long
me
time.
wrong. Me and Christine have dipped out of many shows.
Of course.
Before, you know, but for the most part, I don't want to go too early because there's 8,000 bands on a show.
Yeah,
now.
certain shows.
And when it was 3-4 bands, all right, fine. And then, but I noticed a lot, like you said, nowadays everybody, like I come see you play, but everybody's outside.
Yeah.
And you hear the band playing. All right.
Yeah.
Well, like Blackthorn, they're like, oh, this band's playing. We'll go to the diner next door. Or
Yeah.
we're hanging out outside. Or we're out in the back, where they have all the merch set up
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Everybody just goes out there.
So that's why I think, handing out flyers and all that kind of stuff back in the day was a little more
Personal.
Yeah, it was more personal. It was more organic.
And it was more dedicated.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, it was a
Dedication.
band thing. It put the fucking band together. Like, yo, we're gonna go out. We're gonna hand out flyers. We're gonna hand out CDs. The band's there. You know.
And another thing I don't like is like the pay to play. Oh,
Yeah.
that I can't stand. We did it once at Blackthorn with Maniac Rise because we were playing with Sworn Enemy.
Yeah.
And like I said, I know Sal since I'm like 15.
Yeah.
And he told me he's like, yo, bro, we got a show together. I was like, when? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
But then Kevin got in touch with me and told me. But the thing I didn't like was, oh, why don't you print out the ad and hand out flyers? And you have to sell X amount of tickets. And if you don't, you have to pay the difference. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know? And it's good for a band to go out there and hand out flyers. I was like, listen, man, and I like Kevin.
Yeah.
I do. He's a nice guy. However, I was just like, don't insult my intelligence like this, man. I says, because I've been there, done that. I forgot more than most of these people will ever learn.
Yeah.
But
Music is life. Agrees with you, bro. Fuck pay to play.
yeah, man. I talk to Lou a lot, and I like his views on things. He's very good, about just about general respect and just general shit with music, like you are, Jeff.
Yeah.
Like every time, like, oh, we're playing Lucky's. Oh, cool. You said, all right, you take the door, I take the bar. You got to pay the sound man. Great.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, well, 20 people have to come in under your name, and then you get $5 a head for this and $1. It's all bullshit. When we were teenagers, and we had to drive over an hour to get to the Sundance, because they asked us, do you want to open for Death Angel and Rigor Mortis? Fuck yeah, man. I don't care if we have to leave 2 days early and walk. And they said, we're giving you $150 and you come play. Phew, we were there.
Yeah.
And none of this, go sell tickets. Go. The venue did that. The promoters did that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, even if we didn't get paid, we would have played the show because it's exposure.
Yeah.
We opened for Sacred Reich and Atrophy. The crowd was chanting Metal Storm, so we were like, oh, shit. So guy Vinny, who got us our shows, told the sound man, he's like, yo, could they do another song? I was like, yeah, go ahead. We wound up doing Murphy's Law Crucial Barbecue.
Nice.
And it was like, it looked like a Sunday matinee, it seems. Everyone's bodies flying up in the air. It was cool, man.
Yeah, man. It's just the times have gotten weird too, you know, just the way, you know, shows are. And that's why I like seeing some old school guys come out and play. It still kind of has a little bit of that old school vibe.
Yeah, man. And it's like when Maniac Rise was on his downfall and I started teching for Life of Agony, that's when I got the call to jam with Marauder.
Yeah.
And they told me, they're like, oh, we were looking for a guitar player, and whoever we asked, they pointed their fingers at you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So I did it. And, you know, I mean, I'm not with them any longer, but did, you know, have some good shows and everything. And it was like I would tour with them, and then I would tour with Life of Agony. Then I would tour with them, and then Life of Agony, you know. So I would go to Canada with Life of Agony. We came back, and then we did a U.S. tour with Merauder and Leeway. And then I did the East Coast with Life of Agony. Then we did 10 days in Japan with Merauder.
Nice.
And
how was that?
Oh, man, Japan.
that was actually my first time I ever left the country. And
Really? And you go to fucking Japan. That's
It's
crazy.
the greatest. Oh, man.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Lucky, dude.
Let me tell you, it was great. You know, it's so much. The only thing I'm mad about is that I switched phones, and all my personal pictures, like just walking around Osaka or whatever in the morning by myself. I'm like, would everybody leave? It was like deserted.
Yeah.
But it was not a crumb on the floor in the streets. There were ashtrays on every corner.
Hey, don't they fucking like lock you up and give you a ticket or a fine or some shit if you tell someone on
They
the
told
floor?
me I wasn't allowed to go to the 13th floor or the 14th floor of a certain hotel because of my tattoos. Because I had to do laundry.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, these Japanese dudes, they're walking around naked with their bowls hanging out, but I can't have a tattoo on, you know? But I said, fuck it. I went up anyway. But the one thing I noticed when you were talking about people not staying for the bands or whatever, I noticed about Japan, it was really, if we did seven cities, so maybe 3 of them were really big festivals in like a big venue inside, and that was different. But the smaller clubs, where it was, you know, more intimate, where people were, like Tokyo, a guy broke his leg, they were walking on top of each other, and Osaka, there was more people on stage than there was in the crowd at some point. But I noticed every band, let's say there were 5 bands on, everybody's in there, the band ends, and it seemed like the club emptied out.
Yeah.
And then to do whatever, smoke, whatever, hang out. Some guy would come out, he'd yell something as if to say the next band is on. They all go back in. Watch the band. After that band, they all go outside again. Then they all go back in. You go to fucking Kingsland.
Yeah.
There's more people hanging out outside than there is in the place.
Yeah.
You know, and like a lot of places are like that. I
Listen,
don't know.
it's kind of mad. Listen, you know, especially now that you can drink outside and shit. Because we just had.
Oh, yeah, you put the thing up there.
Yeah, and you know, we just had a hardcore show here a couple weeks ago with Silence Equals Death and Extinguish the Code and whatever. There was Jerry X had his thing here, like you know, there was and I remember Scott from
Jerry X,
Silence
the
Equals
rapper?
Death. Yeah.
Oh, shit, you know Jerry X?
Yeah, I know Jerry a long time.
He texted me before. He's like, yo, I'm going to come there.
Oh, shit.
I was like,
Get down here. We're gonna get we'll get Jerry on sometime. Jerry's cool.
yeah, he's out of his mind.
I met him with Bundy Blunts and fucking I can't remember another dude. The guy, the head of their label and shit.
Ill
man.
Bill, maybe?
Yeah.
No, not Ill Bill. Fucking God damn it, man. He runs the label at Jerry X and Bundy Blunts.
Ill Rock
around.
Records, right?
Yeah, he runs Ill Rock. I
Yeah.
forgot his fucking name. But yeah, no, I met them. They're cool dudes, man. Bundy
Yeah.
Blunts is funny as fuck, man.
Oh, they're shot, man. I know Jerry a long time. He's out of his fucking mind. But,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but so I was saying Scott.
yeah,
So
Scott.
Scott was here, and like, you know, Silence Equals Death started playing, and Scott's like, I see, it's one of those kind of shows, because literally everybody was outside. Slowly, people started trickling in, and by the end, they had a nice little crowd in here. But it was like,
you should set up outside. Yeah, and see if,
for real.
and then speaking of Scott, actually, I wanted to give a shout out to him. I was been talking to him a lot. He wants me to do. He's doing a side project called Fence Walker.
All right.
I think it's called Fence Walker. I don't.
dope name.
I think
Yeah, that's a cool name.
I think that's the Scott. Don't get mad, bro. And I'm gonna do some leads for him on a side project.
Nice.
And I like his stuff. You know, I like Silent Sequels. That they're great. You know, and
Scott's got good energy, man. He's a good dude.
yeah. And you know what I told him too? He's one of the few singers that's out there now that when you hear him sing, you know it's him.
Yeah.
Like he's a little, you know, his voice is different than you got hardcore bands. They sound like death metal singers.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I like things being different. But now, you know, like I'm not with Marauder anymore. I'm recording my own stuff, and Joey Z is gonna produce it.
Nice. How long were you at Merauder? A couple of years, right?
Like 2018 to, well, we didn't do shit for 2 years with the lockdown and everything. So, but the beginning of this year, so whatever
Did you
that
record
is.
anything with them?
We have 2 songs that were supposed to be released before we went to Japan, but they're not done. So I don't know. I don't think they're ever going to get done, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But we did play one of the new songs on all the tours.
All right.
But
You play a lot of the classic Marauder stuff.
yeah, a lot of the Master Killer CD and a couple from 2 from Five Deadly Venoms and a couple from God Is I, and then a new one. But the majority is Master Killer.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is. So
It was
now
good
I'm-
shit though, man. I liked Marauder back in the day. I got to open up for Marauder back in 1994 or 5, something like that. Fucking crazy.
Would Punch the Clown?
Yes, with Punch the Clown back in the day.
Yeah, you know, it was, you know, when we were in Japan, it was great, and you know, just whatever it is, it is. I don't want to get into
How's
it.
the food
Yeah.
over there in Japan?
Yeah, I was gonna ask
How's
that.
the food, man?
Not a fish.
Like, cause I heard they got fucking vending machines with fucking with
You get
gourmet
like a-
meals in it and
You
shit.
get iced coffee. It had these vending machines. I lived off these fucking little cans, like espresso cans or whatever. They were good, nice and cold. But for the most part, at that time, I was really being strict on a diet. So we went to some places, and I was out there on my birthday. So they brought me a cake at one of these places, and some of the food we had. There's a band from Japan called Sand, and the singer Makoto, he was our tour guy, and this other kid Taiga was our driver. And Makoto took care of everything, had all our hotels, but it was great. He did fantastic. And we would go to certain places, and we'd tell him what we wanted, and he would tell them in Japanese what we wanted. And for the most part, we almost got like custom food
Yeah.
at some of the places. And I would tell him, like, I don't eat much now, this or that, so can you grill me some chicken or shrimp or whatever, and maybe some broccoli, whatever the fuck I was eating there. But it was good. I mean, the fans were fantastic. Everybody liked it. And also anybody I saw with a Leeway shirt, I had them do a little video say Gibbon sucks.
Yeah.
Because if you ever look at our social media, Mike and I go back about 35 years.
All right.
And Mike's a fantastic guitar player. Even though he sucks, he's really good. So we tear each other up all the time. Like, you know, oh, you want the place to clear out? Tell Gibbons to plug in or whatever. Gibbons sucks. So I have guys that, you know, with the Japanese accent was even funny. Like, Mike Gibbons sucks. Like that. And I post it. He would laugh his ass off. But, you know, the people are great out there. They treated us like kings. And, you know, the food was good. What else? Like one.
So how'd you get around? So that dude you said was like the tour manager. He was the one. Was it in a bus? He drove you guys around like a small.
We had like a Sprinter.
Oh, okay.
So it was the 5 of us, him and Tiger, and I think my drummer just brought his cymbals and maybe his pedals and sticks, obviously, and then I brought one guitar. We all brought one guitar and a bass, and all any of the amps. They asked us what we wanted. They were at the venues already.
Look at that, man. They treat American bands like fucking gold over there, and fucking, and then over here they treat the fucking bands like shit.
Well, you know what it is. I think it was maybe 10 years since Merauder was out there, so people were like anticipating it a lot. But the good thing was, like I said, I met Sand. They're fucking fantastic, and they were all cool guys and everything. They gave me tons of merch to bring back. Jesus Piece, we played like 5 shows with, and I think they're from Philly, if I'm not mistaken. But great guys, and the singer Aaron, he's real chill, man. He was just like, yo. Then he gets on stage, he's like a fucking lunatic on stage. He's one of the best frontmen out there. And then there were other American bands on some of these festivals, like Backtrack, Knocked Loose. Can't think of other bands, and then like smaller venues. There was one place it was small, like the place we played in Tokyo was about this size, and it had to be 100-something degrees in there.
Yeah,
it was really hot. And another place we played, I wanted a bottle of water, so the bartender gave me water, and I wanted to tip him. I said, "How much?" He goes, "No." So I gave him a guitar pick. Yeah, and he acted like I gave him a gold brick. He was like, "Oh my god!"
You see, they treat us like gold, man.
Yeah.
I gave him like I think 2 guitar picks. He was gonna cook me a fucking steak dinner, I think. But it was cool. It was it was nice. It was very interesting. And one thing was funny. How you're driving on a highway and it says like deer crossing or whatever.
Yeah.
Over there they have monkey crossing.
Oh yeah.
They have a sign with little monkey on it. I'm like, the fuck out of here. So we were driving we see about 100 of them. Now we're ready to take a picture of one. Like 9 hours go by, we don't see a fucking monkey sign.
Of course.
Oh my god.
But we did it, and then they had like these rest areas, like to get gas and go to the bathroom. And there wasn't even a drop of piss on the floor in the bathroom. And there's thousands of people in and out over there.
Very clean. Did you go by the fucking, what's that forest where everybody kills themselves? You never heard of that forest?
I wouldn't have been back then, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't go there.
Well, you just don't go inside because then you're going to hang yourself. There's that forest over there.
It was
where
like
fucking,
suicide forest.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'd like to drop a few people off of it. But
you just don't tell them. Like, hey,
bye.
man, yeah, go
give me a
frolic.
call when you get back.
Go frolic in the
Fucking
woods.
jerk-offs. But, no, we did actually go to, we played in Hiroshima. We went to where they dropped the atomic bomb, and there's like that one little building that was standing.
Oh, one stood out of all that shit?
Yeah, like part of a building, they said, and it was like a big memorial park.
Can you walk through there, or is it like some of it like closed off?
No, we walked through there.
Because they say some of that shit is still radiated.
Oh, I don't know. Am I glowing?
Apparently not.
But yeah, then they had this big museum, and it you kind of walk through, and it's almost everything in like a chronological order.
Did they give you like any looks over there because you're Americans walking through that shit? Like
no. Then we went to some place. There was like this huge, not a pyramid, like a temple or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know how big this fucking place was, but you walk, let's say from here to the street, and then you go up like a step, and another one, step, all the way up the mountain, and they have all shops and places to eat and everything all the way up. Then you go to this temple, and you walk around in there. There's like nothing in there. I don't know what the fuck you're going there for, but you come out the other side, and you kind of walk down like a winding path down the mountain, or you come back the other way. So, I bought Christine like chopsticks and those little like masks, like magnets for the refrigerator or something. I bought a couple of those.
Nice.
But it's really cool there. And then we went to, went all over the place. They have like these guitar stores they look like Les Pauls or they look like Jacksons, but they're a weird name, but they're beautiful.
Right.
And
Made in Japan.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. But Japan was great, and then
How long were you out there?
we did 7 cities in 10 days.
Nice.
So I think it was September 15th of 2019, and then we came back with the 25th or something like that.
That's cool. That's wild, man. It's your first time out of the country and you're going to fucking Japan.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was definitely cool. And
Did you get to Europe at all with it or no?
No, that was the only thing. And I went to Canada with Life of Agony.
All right.
and that was another fucking experience.
How's it up there?
It was cool. I mean, it was really cold.
Canada's like another state.
Well, I mean, I just fucking found out the other day that they still fucking, like, they still have the Queen of England running shit.
Oh, not no more.
Not the other day.
There's not a queen of
Well,
England.
well, I'm just saying. I mean, they still run shit. I thought they had a president and everything, bro. I didn't know they were fucking still run by fucking.
They have a
political-
prime minister. It's kind of set up like England.
I just found it out.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's running shit right now.
Yeah. It's still a big state.
If you ever go there, don't order pizza.
Yeah.
No, I can't. My friend Brian, he comes on tour with us with LOA. He does merch for them and he helps out me in the stage and everything. Actually, stickers up there, the Ron and Brian podcast. He defaced your club, Jeff.
Okay.
Rip it off.
Oh, nice. All right. You know, it's funny. He's got another one over there. I was
That
somewhere.
motherfucker.
I
I'm
was
going to carve
looking
him
at-
off now.
Well, you know what's funny? Melman's made me listen to his. I'm gonna have to listen to his podcast because I almost did when I was like, man, put the sticker up in. I gotta listen to his fucking podcast.
Man.
Yeah.
Brian's my roomie. We bunked together on the tour. He's fucking fun. He's great, man. So one of the venues, I forgot which part of Canada. They did about 5 or 6 cities there. One of my friends was in the opening band, and what usually happens is we get to the venue, we load in, they do sound check, and LOA usually leaves and goes back to the hotel, and then comes back, before they go on. So Brian and myself will watch the gear or just hang out in the venue and we eat there if they have catering or whatever. But if not, they give us a buyout and we get food. So my friend, that motherfucker, says, yo, call this place. They got great pizza. So, all right, let's try fucking Canadian pizza. So we ordered whatever the fuck we ordered I forgot what kind of pizza we ordered, but it came out to American money. It would have been $38.
What the fuck?
So they bring the pie.
Have fucking gold pepperoni on there?
No, it had like gray pepperoni. And it's one piece. It's not sliced.
Yeah.
And one half looked like there was broccoli under the sauce.
Yeah.
And the other half was like, there was like no cheese, just some sauce. So we took a knife from the place and we're cutting a piece. And then we see under, like, I guess whatever, the dough, whatever, it was like stuffed with, it looked like gray salami or pepperoni. I don't know what the fuck it was. And we're looking at it, like, what the fuck is that? And it's like the meat was in there and we're cutting it. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. We tried it. It was horrendous.
It sounds like that was fucking bologna.
It could have been bologna, but it had that salami. It's like that central booking fucking sandwich you get. But one
That's definitely belonging in Central Booking.
Get your shit straight, Canada.
But
Yo,
one place.
can't be worse than England pizza. English pizza was the fucking worst thing I ever had.
Oh
too.
man! But we found a few places. There was some Italian place that was really good near the hotel, and then one venue. It reminded me of like the Sherman Theater,
Yeah.
and it was all stores and everything on this strip. So me and Brian were like, let's venture out. Look for. I mean, we see a pizza place, like fuck that, and there's this alley, and there's a sign that says Spaghetti Eddie's. So we went there. We found this place, and it looked like a really rustic. All kinds of shit hanging on the walls, like TGI Fridays, all wagon wheels and shovels and all that shit. And it was fantastic. He got spaghetti. He got spaghetti and meatballs, and it was like a couple of pounds of spaghetti with meatballs. It was huge. And I got ravioli, and they give you about 35 raviolis in a dish.
Damn.
Oh shit.
So I had some there. I brought some back for after the show. I had a few, and then I had the rest for breakfast.
Nice.
But it was really, really good.
Listen, then you got to feed you up there because it gets fucking cold, So you got to fucking.
Yeah, but that fucking pizza, I never forget that shit.
Yo, I have nightmares of the pizza I had in England too. First of all, when I was in England, me and Melody were dating at the time. It was fucking that long ago. It was like 25 years ago.
Shout out Melody Henry.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was back before anybody had cell phones. And I was hungry. I stopped to get a slice of pizza. and it was like a piece of fucking Wonder Bread with salt, like ragu. It was like ragu on top, and then like shitty cheese. And I remember I'm like eating this, thinking, man, this pizza fucking sucks. And we were with a group of people, and all of a sudden everybody's gone. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I stopped. Well, I stopped to get a fucking slice of shitty pizza, and now everybody's disappeared. And like, first of all, I'm in a country I don't fucking know, and nobody's got fucking cell phones. Dude, for like 45 minutes, I'm walking around Camden Town going, what the fuck am I going to do? We were staying with her friends in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I'm like, I had no idea what to do. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to be like a little kid going to the cops. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm fucking lost.
They're going to call you, Jeff Blanchard. Jeff Blanchard. Please report to Area B.
Yeah, finally fucking Melody sees me like fucking from like a block away, starts screaming like, where the fuck did you go? Yeah, it was crazy.
Drop the pizza.
Yeah. Fucking shit. Almost got lost. I was almost like Home Alone in fucking England for a shitty slice of pizza.
So I see the list. Yeah, Bill Graff. What's up, Bill? He said, "What's up, Rod? Good friend of mine. I know for hundreds of years."
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you see with? Are you still taking shit with Life of Agony? You still go out with those guys?
Yeah.
Nice.
We did a tour. I think we got back right before June or something. The last show was at Warsaw.
Yeah.
And Kings Never Die, and what the fuck else was on there? A Dog Eat Dog.
Oh yeah.
And Dan Nastasi's in Kings Never Die as well.
All right.
And you got Danny from Biohazard is also, and have Dylan singing. The bass player, I keep forgetting his name. Nice dude. I think he was in Murphy's Law as well. And Larry on guitar was in Murphy's Law.
I think everybody's been in Murphy's Law.
Yeah, I haven't yet, actually.
I'm surprised, man.
You're on call, Rob.
Yeah. You may still get there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at this point in my life, I don't know if I want to do tours anymore while I'm playing.
Yeah.
It's, everything, I don't know.
Are you still, so did you retire from sanitation? Were you in sanitation that long?
I was in sanitation for 14 years,
All
and
right.
I retired in 2009 because I got both my hips replaced. I had bad arthritis.
Ouch.
So that's when I
heard that's the fucking roughest fucking surgery to come back from.
wasn't
It's
bad.
the pain, like.
No, it wasn't.
No?
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. I tell you, it was a big relief. Now, I mean, everything around it hurts because I have arthritis, but the hips itself are all right now.
Yeah.
That's the one spot that's okay. But
You're in good shape now, though, man. You lost a lot of weight, taking care of yourself.
I've been trying to eat right. I've been going to the gym because I was diagnosed with diabetes, I think, in right before me and Christine got together in 2016.
All right.
And then, and she's great because she'll tell me, she gives me advice what to eat or how to track this and track that. And she'll say, I used to power lift, I boxed, I did Muay Thai, I played sports, I did all this shit. But that's when I was in my 20s, I was indestructible.
Yeah.
Now I'm still kind of indestructible, but I don't have the power that I used to. So now I just try to stay in decent shape. And Christine wrote me a regimen. She's like, oh, try this, do that, do this, do that. I get great results.
Nice.
So, and, it was like I couldn't get my sugar down. It was going up and down, up and down. I felt like shit. My face was all blotchy. I'd eat something and then I'm falling asleep. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? When we were doing our No Lives Matter CD, we went to this drum studio. I think it's in Port Jefferson. It's like up in the mountains or some shit. And you rent the room for, I think you get 11 hours for like $400.
Yeah.
And all they do is drums in there. They have guys miking the drums. They have guys. You want something from the store, they go for you, and this and that. So my old drummer, Roach, he was doing his thing, and Joey was like, oh, what do you think it is? I'm fucking snoring on the couch. Joey's like, what are you doing sleeping? I don't know. And I realized that I was diabetic, so I got as strict as I possibly can. I lost 70 pounds.
Damn.
And my sugar leveled off. So I feel all right.
Good. You don't have to do insulin and all that shit.
I take metformin.
All right.
I used to take 2 pills a day. Now I take 1. And, I mean, I got, my blood pressure's good. My cholesterol's all right. My sugar is now good. I quit smoke. Me and Christine quit smoking like almost 6 years.
Fuck.
Oh, dang, you quit smoking at the same time.
How'd you do it, man? I'm actually. I'm gonna go to the doctor tomorrow to get on
Just
Chantix.
do it,
No,
bro.
I'm
just
going
do
on
it.
Chantix tomorrow. I
Well,
can't, dude.
You know what it was? We would smoke, and we noticed this. Like, let's say we're here.
Yeah.
We're outside. We smoke. We come in, and we go out to smoke again. And now we're just about done. Let's say you show up. Hey, what's up, man? And then we smoke another one with you.
Yeah.
And then you want to go in. All right, let's smoke one more.
Yeah.
You know, and then someone else shows up. Next thing you know, we smoke 4 or 5 in a row. And then when we go home, we sit in the car outside and smoke a little bit. And then it's like, you know, we got to fucking stop. So the last day we smoked was, it was a show in Worcester, that
Yeah.
big place over there, whatever the fuck it was.
Was that Palladium?
Yeah,
Palladium
yeah,
in
that's
Worcester,
it.
yeah.
It was Jason Richardson. It was Doyle. It was Life of Agony. It was a few other bands. It was a bunch of fucking bands. So I told Christina, I says, you know, let's do it after this. She's like, yeah. So I quit that next day, but she quit the day after because she was getting a tattoo.
All right.
So and Lior smokes he's like a chain smoker. He smokes about a carton an hour. But we both quit together, and we've been good ever since, because if she would have quit and I didn't, or vice versa, it wouldn't have worked, because, you know, you see, you know, your girl with the cigarette or whatever, or me with a cigarette, you know.
That's my problem. My girl, fucking, there's no way I'm gonna get her to quit. She doesn't smoke a lot, but she smokes
No,
occasionally.
Diane, you got to quit too.
Yeah, listen, I'm trying to work on her. But yeah, dude, it's fucking hard, man. I've been trying, you know, especially being here is the hardest for me, because then, like, you know, especially like I don't drink as much anymore. I drink maybe once a week, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm not like, and I don't usually drink here, I'll have like 1 or 2 here. But when I'm hanging out here, you know, what am I doing? Like, I'm back here watching, making sure everything's all right, but then I'm out front and I'm just fucking chain smoking.
You need a month without drinking and smoking to get that under control.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, if you weren't a drinker and you just wanted to stop smoking, you just need a week.
The drinking too. I used to drink all the time, you know, when we hung out or played shows or whatever. But then it's like, I remember, I don't know how long, probably about 12 years, 10 years, something like that. I just lost the desire to drink.
Yeah.
I went out or whatever, and whoever I was with, they were like, "Oh, what do you want, man? Just give me a seltzer." And from that day on, I never had a desire to drink again. I didn't want to quit. I didn't try to quit. I didn't have to quit. But I just quit.
Your body might have been telling you too, like, fucking cut the shit too. You know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't smoke. What the fuck am I doing here?
Fucking straight edge.
Shredding, dude. That's what you're fucking doing. You're shredding.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's the, you know, like I said, I don't think I want to do a band anymore. I mean, not for nothing, because, you know, I don't want to shit on the scene at all. I don't like being that guy.
Nah, listen, we get older and you get a little fucking jaded. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Because
you know?
you see things, and it's like certain people are like put on pedestals. Like, why? You know, or certain people just, you know, you get a click and you can't, you know, like you won't get included in certain shows, or you won't get included in stuff like this because if you're not in the clique or whatever. But
yeah, you've seen, listen, you've been around, you've seen shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, Rob, like when you keep, listen, you do some good shit. You know, Maniac Rise was good. Your Shredder stuff was good. Focus on your shit. When you want to play live, play live. You have no drama. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say "fuck Big Rob." You know what I mean? You know,
yeah, I mean, well, you know, you're getting the beef.
Listen, if you
people
do,
talk shit.
they're not going to come around anyways.
No, and it's, you know, it's funny. It's like the people who do talk shit.
Yeah.
They're hiding behind their phone. They're hiding in their house, or they're hiding on the fucking podcast or whatever.
Yeah, those people aren't on the scene anyway.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? So if it makes you feel like a big man, if it makes you feel important, talk whatever you got to talk. We were talking about before. If you had a problem with somebody back in the day, You have to come see them. You can't. What are you gonna? There's nothing to broadcast on.
Yeah.
You gotta call them on the phone. Hey, jerk off. You know? So.
But now everybody's got a fucking opinion. You know what I mean?
And also, there's a camera everywhere, and everybody's like a touchy little bitch.
Yeah.
And you know, if you hit somebody, they want to. People are filming it like that. That girl, she was like 15 years old, and like 7 kids were jumping her a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
They were beating her up, taking a backpack and a phone or whatever. You think anyone helped her? They're standing.
No, stand there and record it.
Come on.
I actually was fucking driving like not too long ago, and like that shit was happening down a block from my house. Myself and like 2 other people like hopped out their cars, and like it's a bunch of fucking kids like. And it's weird, like it's a bunch of kids that look like me beating up an Asian kid.
Dude, even adults. Dude, I saw a fucking guy get hit on a scooter a couple months ago on 4th Avenue. Guy gets hit on a scooter.
Yeah, you said he started season, right?
He's laying on the fucking ground, and everybody just starts whipping out their phones.
Like, fuck, man.
I'm like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The guy's fucking out on the ground, and it just pisses me off. I'm like,
and you know what else is fucked up? It's like if you watch the news, like you said, they were beating up an Asian kid. Now, on the news, nobody's gonna, these reporters or whatever, they don't say a man was attacked on the subway by 3 men. Automatically out of the gate, they say a black man was attacked by 3 white men, or an Asian man was attacked by 3 black men. They have to say a race.
Well, that's how they. That's how they keep us divided.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's stupid.
That's
man.
how they
You
keep
know,
us divided.
Look, if you're a jerk off, you're a jerk off. It doesn't matter what color you are, what sexual preference you are, or where you're from, or whatever. You know, but people want to put this color shit into play, and religion and race, and it's stupid.
That's how they keep us separated and angry at each other and fucking fighting.
It was funny. Somebody accused me of being a racist once. I was like, if I was a racist, you'd know. I said, my old band, Maniac Rise, Dave's a Jew, Roach was Puerto Rican, Maven was half black, half Jewish. I'm a racist, but I'm playing with diverse, people. I don't look at them like that. I look at them as
I get called a racist every day. It's like, I'm not racist. I just hate you.
I hate everybody. You know what I'm saying? Most people I hate.
Yeah.
And it's like, like I said, you're a jerk off, you're a jerk off.
Yeah.
Then I go on the road like with Life of Agony, and there's no fucking egos, no rock star diva bullshit, everything is just so smooth. Everything, they treat me and Brian like we're one of them.
Yeah.
They're
all down to earth people. In that
they're
band.
great.
I don't know I've never met the drummer, but
Veronica, she's awesome. Man.
Yeah.
She's my tour buddy. We sit next to each other in the Sprinter on every tour.
Nice.
And she plays with DMC and the Hellraisers, and she's played with a lot of big names. And she's an excellent drummer, and she's a really cool girl.
Yeah.
But nobody says, oh, she's a girl. Yeah, she's a girl who play better than most fucking people out there.
Yeah, she's good. I just watched that Life of Agony documentary. It was pretty fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah, you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, man.
Yeah. And I like working with them. Like there's a guy, he's friends with Joey for a long time, Mondo. He lives in Jersey, so we always go to his house. The Sprinter we get is from Bandigo. It's like 5 minutes from Mondo's. So we always meet there. We put Joey's car in the driveway, whatever, and load up there. And then if we're playing like Stone Pony or Debonair Music Hall, somewhere in Jersey, we always will crash at Mondo's. He has a big barbecue or whatever, and it's like Jesse and Purple were there, and the band, and everybody just hung out, and nobody was rock star. Nobody was talking shit about nobody. You get these other guys that unfortunately I was in bands with that, hey, Jeff, how you doing, man? Oh, good. You go to the bathroom. Yo, Jeff's a fucking jerk.
Yeah.
And they do that with
Yeah,
everybody.
your homie Abel said, what's up?
Who's that?
Abel Beja?
Oh, Abel,
Beja?
what's up, bro? I grew up with Abel.
Nice.
And now he's in, I think he's in Portugal now. Plays with, used to be in Primitive Reasons, or something like that. Yeah, we've been friends since we were kids.
Nice.
Abel.
Yeah, dude, there was a shot in that Life of Agony documentary. It was I was at that show. It was in Pennsylvania, in the basement of a pancake house. It was like in the middle of fucking nowhere. It was the first time I saw Life of Agony. Had to have been 93 maybe, and fucking they were, they just started playing and they were like, yo, I want to see the fucking ceiling come down in this place.
Okay.
And yo,
I remember that
he didn't
part.
say it literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it had a drop ceiling in the place. Next thing you know, dudes just jump up in the ceiling and rip the fucking ceiling down.
And the first jerk off does it, then everybody's got to
Yeah. And if you watch the video, it's fucking cool as shit. Because, like, I mean, you can see the faces on the band, like, what the fuck? Because they
Their
ripped
crowds
the
are
ceiling
crazy. Like I
down.
was telling Rob, I saw them at CB's, bro, for River Runs Red Tour, bro.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers were doing ninja kick spins in their pits.
Oh, yeah, we call them the pit
I was like, what the
ballerinas.
fuck, dude?
Yo, that was the shit back in the day, though, man. That fucking River Runs Red album, like, screamed for, like, every dude, like, that was, in their late teens,
And
like
you know,
that.
you know what it was? The album was just so heavy and so well written. And
Yeah.
then when Mina was Keith, the vocals were just, you didn't really hear that type of singing at that time.
Nobody
for
had that
type
vocal
of music.
style, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great, man.
You had Leeway. Was it with Leeway? And then there was a band from Boston, Only Living Witness, were the only two that that I know of, any like hardcore bands that were like doing well and like sang and sang like that anyway. And when
and like we went, we did a national tour with Leeway, and it's funny. Eddie sounds the same, and he's great.
Yeah, he still sounds good.
I hope he's doing better. Shout out to you, Eddie. Hope you're feeling well, bro.
I heard he's doing all right.
I texted him a few months ago. I think he was down south somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was staying with his sister or something. I could be mistaken. I don't know. But
I know he was living on Long Island for a minute with the guy Artie, who I know he played with Harley, and he played in Damn Your Eyes, the band Damn Your Eyes. I know he was living out.
I thought you were looking at me going, damn, Rouse, what the fuck did my eyes do to you?
Isn't that
Damn Your Eyes.
who the fuck sings for that band? Damn, you're right. Christine's friends with Kenny, I think his name is, the singer.
Yes, yeah.
We saw them at Blackthorn. Could have been with Leeway.
Yeah, might have been.
Yeah, Dan Nastasi was playing with Leeway, I think, at the time. And Christine knows Kenny from back in the day, so they were good. They were really
He's got
good.
some good shit with Leeway NYC. Is his new the new thing he's calling it instead of Leeway NYC. 2 tracks up, bro. Is fucking dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good. So he played here. I don't know if you were here when he played with that Leeway NYC here with for the unnamed person's fucking show. Who did that?
No, I don't think. I saw, actually, place I missed was Grand Victory.
Oh yeah, Grand Victory was a cool
They
spot.
had some good shows there. Leeway played there, and the Sworn Enemy, Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was the Sub-Zero show. It had to be like 200 fucking degrees in there, man. And it was like 90 degrees outside, and you had to walk outside to cool off.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it used to be the Lucky Cat. It was the Lucky Cat first, and then became
And then
Grand Victory.
Trash Bar across the street.
Trash Bar was cool too.
Yeah, played there a million. And the key to Trash Bar was, I'll tell you that, it was always hot in the back room, really hot. And I always jumped on stage left because in the back wall was the air conditioner.
Yeah.
And it would blow right on me. And I'm like the only one who wasn't sweating during the show. I was like, nice.
Yeah, Trash Bar was a cool spot. Yo, a friend, one of our old customers, I don't know if you remember a guy, Richie, that passed away. He used to hang out at Duff's also, long-haired black metal guy. I know we got kicked out of Duff's, but he used to hang out there all the time before Jimmy threw him out. But he used to come into Lucky 13. He got thrown out of Trash Bar one time. And when he got thrown out of Trash Bar, he went and he ordered fucking like quick breeding cockroaches online from like fucking Asia. And he filled up a guitar case full of them. And he went in when they first opened. The bar didn't know where he was. Went downstairs and left the guitar case open in the fucking basement of Trash Bar. He came into Lucky 13 afterwards and told me the story. And I was like, yo, that's fucked up. I'm like, fucking, don't let me piss you to fuck
Don't ever
off.
walk over here with a fucking guitar case. I tell you, who is fucking great, man? You remember Denny, who worked at Trash Bar?
Yeah.
He pulled off the maneuver of a lifetime. Was fucking fantastic, and he was always great, man. He always took care of us and everything like that. When we played there, letting us in or whatever. I don't want to mention the guy he did it to because it's just fucking funny, but he made up a profile on Facebook, and he used to add pictures, and I don't know where fuck he got the pictures from, but really good-looking girl.
Oh shit.
And
Catfish.
people, oh
It was
man,
before,
it was like
before catfishing was a catfish.
yeah, it was like the blue whale of catfishing. Fucking, you know, all these people would like a pictures, write to, oh my God, you're gorgeous, this and that. So this one guy we know, fucking idiot. He's like, yo, I'm in love with this girl, talking to me and everything.
jeez.
And I was like, who? Show, look at that. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, she's hot, man. Yeah, this and that. And she's single. She says I'm sexy and this and that. And I don't know if he sent the naked pictures or not. He was going to move to fucking California to move in with this girl. And then somehow they found out that, like, she deleted or whatever. And we found out Denton made the profile. And I was like, I did De Niro and I went, you're good, you. I was fucking dying, bro.
That's some cold shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was some funny shit. But you know what? You know, if you're ready to move 3,000 miles away on someone you never even saw in person, it's,
Yeah, that's like that fucking. Did you see that documentary on Netflix with the dude who was he a football player? It was a basketball player. It was a basketball player that like it was like the
Oh no, the football player.
It was a football player.
college football player.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
Samoan dude.
Yes, it was like the girl that doesn't exist or something like that. It was on
Fucked
Netflix.
up.
It was like that, but this dude was like a kind of a famous fucking sports guy, and he got like duped
Yeah.
like that with some fucking trans girl.
Yeah, she
And-
said fucking that her because his grandmother died the same day that her brother called up and said that she died.
Yo, it's
And he's on ESPN saying that the game's for the grandmother and her, and it's like
It's
Oh,
a
boy.
crazy fucking story, man. And this fucking girl ruined this dude's life.
Yeah.
Like, she ruined his fucking career.
Did they ever find out who it was?
Oh, yeah.
really?
He found out who it was. And it was this trans girl who was actually hitting him up. And, like, she was real crazy. Like, it was wild how she did it.
and
Like,
she was the brother on the phone talking
yeah.
to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
She ended up like doing these different voices and all this kind of stuff, and he put it out there, and then then there was a thing that she died. So he said my girlfriend died, who he'd never even met this girl before, but it's a
grief.
fucking crazy story, but it ruined this dude's fucking career. And it was funny because my girlfriend was like, "How the fuck did he fall for that?" I'm like, "Yo, he was a busy fucking college kid, and he was like 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how he fucking fell for it." But I'm surprised he wasn't banging all sorts of college pussy. That's the only thing I was surprised about. But
Well, if
he was
he was
religious.
You know,
Yeah.
did he look like a fucking?
He looked like the fucking Rock almost. Man.
Yeah, he was a
Like,
big dude. Like, he was a big
fucking-
looking guy. But yeah, he got fucking duped. And it
that's
ruined his
funny.
fucking life. It
The world
ruined his
is full
fucking
of
life.
crazy fucking
People,
people.
and you know, people actually have killed people for doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they find
Oh,
out. they
fuck
got,
yeah.
It was that motherfucker. What was that fucking Maury? Was it on Maury, bro? That one guy killed his neighbor because fucking he's like I love you and shit. And he's
Yeah,
like,
was it more? No, who was that? It was like
Oh,
Was it Maury or-
Sally.
it
no,
was
wasn't
one of those
Sally.
shows. I heard
Yeah.
about that. The guy hit on him or whatever. And
Yeah,
he killed him.
and
or
he
whatever.
killed him. Yeah, that was fucked up. It wasn't Maury. It
was one of
It
those-
was a chick.
it was like Sally Jesse Raphael.
I just watched the fucking thing about it. Wasn't Sally. It was the other chick. She had like what
Ellen?
the fuck was it? No, it wasn't Ellen. It
Fucking
was
daytime
pre-Ellen.
No, this was
Oh,
back in like the 90s.
Ricky Lake.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Ricky
Ricky
Lake either. Who was the other one? Fucking I'm not gonna remember her fucking name. But yeah, she was but that
Johnny
was,
Carson.
it wasn't fucking Morton Downey. Was that Morton
No,
Downey?
Morton Downey wouldn't fucking have that on there. Morton Downey was fucking nuts.
No, I don't remember.
The world is full of sick fucking people.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Especially nowadays too. You have all this technology at your fingertips.
Yeah.
You know.
Nah, but a lot of people have a lot of shit wrong with them, and we don't have a fucking society that they actually acknowledge that.
No, well, they'd stick them in homeless shelters like down the fucking block over here. They don't have
And
fucking hospitals for
And
them
then
anymore.
also, it's like if somebody says, I have this wrong with me. Somebody be like, oh yeah, I do too. I want to get attention. I
Yep.
want attention.
You see,
Yeah, yeah.
It's,
You know,
it's
and-
that shit, man.
Yeah.
Because it's the fucking young generation too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know.
And
I tell Christine, I'm like, look, walk up this block, I could get 20, 30 phones. It's just sitting there like this.
Yeah.
Like, not,
Just
look,
start grabbing them and smashing them.
yeah, no, just take them. Yeah. Put them in a pillowcase.
They're not gonna do it. The other person's gonna videotape you. Oh, he's taking the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
That's it. Of course they will. And then you're like, fuck. Dude, did you see the dude the other day fucking pull the lady out of the access ride? It was like a fucking little old lady a dude pulled a fucking lady. I think it was in Queens. Pulled a little old lady out of an access ride.
For what?
And fucking, because apparently she wanted to go somewhere else, and he's like, "Fuck you, get out of my car."
Well, he's a driver. He
was
just
a
fucking
driver, and she's like, no, and she didn't want to get out of the car.
That's fucked up.
And the fucking dude dragged her out like a little old lady with a fucking cane.
Let me tell you something. That's somebody's mother, grandmother, whatever. That guy's gonna get fucked up.
But there's somebody there filming it again. Like,
Instead of fucking
punch
helping
that
the
dude in
lady.
the fucking head.
Well, talking about that, shout outs to Solomon. You know who Solomon is, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
You know he fucking pulled a chick out of a fucking Uber, and the fucking driver was trying to kidnap her.
No.
Yes.
Oh, it was a while ago,
Yeah, like
right?
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like, no, this bitch is mine.
No, that's what he said. He's like, "Oh, you're so hot. I'm not taking you home." And she's like screaming, trying to get out, and he fucking pulled that out through the fucking window, and the guy drove off.
Solomon's our CD guy that fucking, right? He's
He sells incense and porno.
Yeah, he sells incense.
Oh, they still do that?
CD,
Yeah.
DVD.
He comes by every fucking night. So
Now he has permission to sit outside now.
Yeah, and sometimes if it's cold out, I'll let him nap in the front. He's all right. He doesn't
He
fucking
fucking
bother
saved the
anybody.
chick.
You're like, good for him.
That's good though.
I'll have to give him
Now,
$5.
and
next
you know,
time I see
years
him.
ago, a guy I'm not friends with anymore. I haven't spoke to him in a long time. I don't know where the fuck we were driving. We were in my neighborhood, Ozone Park, right? And there was some guy yelling at his girl, or yelling at a girl. And Dave, can you get me a water, please? He was yelling at it, and he was like a big Guido dude or whatever. And he's like hitting a car, and she's running around the car, and he's fucking chasing her or whatever. Like he looked like he was gonna beat the fuck out of her. So my friend's like, yo, let's pull over, let's go fuck this guy up or whatever. I said, no, man. I was like, do you know the girl? He says, no. I says, stay out of it. Oh, why not? I said, well, do a little thinking. We go to work on the guy. Cops pull up. What's the girl gonna say? Those two guys beat my boyfriend up.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get an assault charge.
Yeah. There is certain situations, man. You see that too. Like some dude's beating the shit out of his girlfriend. The dude will step in to help, and then the girl starts beating the shit out of the guy that's trying to help her. Yeah. So
I mean, if it's nobody I'm friends with, nobody I'm related to, or a certain situation, like if a guy's trying to rape a girl or whatever, then, that's different or whatever. But nowadays, I'm not, you don't get involved. You have to. I'm not saying not to get involved, but you have to think a little more before you act on certain scenarios.
you do. There's certain things you got to be cautious about, but then there's a lot of times where like people just don't fucking. I mean, it's New York too, so it's like, you're used to seeing fucking crazy shit. Yeah,
it's like if you had to go, let's say you had to go smack some jerk off somewhere. First thing you're doing now when you're walking up the block, you're looking
for cameras.
Camera,
of course.
And now it's like you do something here, let's say, and then you run up there. This camera will get you. That camera, they're gonna just follow the whole path up the block. Ring. Doorbell.
You just can't kill a motherfucker anymore. It's fucking bullshit.
I know. Fuck.
They will, man. They'll just fucking follow the cameras. There's been a couple instances out here. I'm glad I have the cameras, but there's a couple instances I wish I didn't have the fucking cameras out front.
Yeah, but you know what? In the long run, it's better off you do. Because something serious could happen.
Yeah.
A scuffle between two drunken fucking morons.
Yeah, like what happened with Cass.
Yeah.
Like when those guys fucking jumped him in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he fucking took them
he got
outside
out of it.
and fucking he beat their fucking asses,
Yeah.
but they fucking attacked him.
They attacked him, and it got dropped because of the footage,
Because of the cameras.
which is fucking great. Yeah, fucking love it. You do it. You empty. We gonna start wrapping it. I gotta piss it.
Yeah, I had to go, man. I
Just couldn't hold it any longer.
No more.
See, every week you're laughing about who got to take a piss. and
Yeah,
now it's your
now it's
turn.
you. 2 weeks in a row, it's you.
You
love
gotta
it.
start wearing Depends.
Yeah,
Probably, man. I'm getting too old, man.
yeah. Every week it was me. Now I'm fucking broke the cycle.
Yeah, it was me last week, and now it's you.
Well, I've peed 3 times already since we're here.
Rob, man, it was good having you on. We'll have to have
Definitely,
you on
man.
again, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking-
whenever, man. You hit me up, Jeff.
Hell
It's been
yeah,
a long
man.
time, man.
We can tell stories all fucking day.
Yeah, we have a few. We've been through a few things,
Yeah.
in our lives.
A few. It's the few. Right, you got anything you want to plug?
Nah, I just gotta plug my phone because it's gonna die. No, actually, like I said. Wait, let me look at this. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'm sorry, Scott. Where the fuck is this?
Shout out, Scott.
No, where the fuck is it? Oh, I know where it is on the alarms. Yeah, it is Fence Walker.
Fence Walker, that's cool.
Fence Walker.
Be on the lookout for that. That's Scott's side project. I'm going to be doing some guest leads on it.
Awesome.
And like I said, I'm in the process of recording some new songs. One is like an old death style, like from the Leprosy era.
Nice.
And the other one is kind of like a newer, maybe like a Marauder, God is Eye type of style to it. And I have a couple instrumentals I did, and I'm going to have new material. So I want to just put out like a library of my own shit.
Nice.
And if anybody needs any leads or any guesting on their CDs, hit me up. I'm available. And, I'll do my best to make it sound good.
Awesome. And if you ever fucking put a band together, bro, we got to come back and play here.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, Jamal.
I got nothing to fucking plug. But in light of Alex Captain Hot Topic doing his show here the other day, I'm gonna put it out there to the fucking internet that before this
Put it
fucking,
out there, dude.
Before this year is over, I'm gonna do a fucking show here.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
Yeah, before this fucking year is over.
Before this year, you only got a few months left, bro.
I'll make
Come
it
on,
fucking
man.
happen.
All right.
I'm gonna
Hot
make it
Topic
fucking
put it together, bro. I think you could do one too.
I'm gonna get it fucking done. So be on the lookout. I'm gonna be looking for some people to fucking, create a fucking sound with me.
Rob, there you go.
There you go.
He's looking for somebody to fucking do some shreds.
Fuck yeah.
I'm always down to shred, man.
You know where to fucking find me.
All right, find Jamal.
Oh yeah, we're
I'll
gonna
be here next fucking podcast, man. You better be here.
we're gonna have some interesting shit happening here on fucking Halloween.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that in the next fucking 31 days or however far away it is.
Sometimes in this scene, every day is Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Especially
gonna be
here.
fucking great. So people keep your fucking eyes open for that.
That's going to be a crazy week, Halloween, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Deep.
All right, motherfuckers, man. Make sure you like everything Lucky 13 Saloon on YouTube, Lucky 13 Saloon on Facebook, Lucky 13 Saloon Podcast, and everywhere you can find us. We are out. We'll be back next week, man.
Later.
Later.
No.